Welcome to the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast, the show that gives you advice on everything from hair to fashion to skincare products. We'll talk about the latest trends in makeup, hairstyles, and anti-aging remedies. And we'll cover all of the newest fashion trends. If you have an interest in or questions about the beauty and fashion trends that might work best for you, the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast has got you covered.
Hey everyone, hi, and thank you for tuning in to the GSMC Beauty Tips Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I am your host, Melissa. Guys, what's going on today? How are we doing? I'm doing well. Gotta say, guys, everybody needs their day, to regroup. And that's my day for me today. I really gotta take that time for myself. I'm a very busy person, and, I feel like sometimes I get a little too ahead of myself, and I don't give myself that time to, regroup and get myself back to, my healthy levels. I bet a lot of you get what I'm saying, but, some of us are just overworked, we're overtired, we're overstressed. We gotta take that time to nurture ourselves and listen to our bodies and give them what they need, So that's my day today. I'm gonna record. I'm gonna head over to the farmer's market. Guys, I'm so excited. The farmer's market, in my hometown opens today, and I'm so excited. I am jumping out of my skin. So I'm recording, and then I'm gonna go over to the farmer's market, and I'm gonna hopefully get some really awesome things. I love to cook. A lot of my friends are gonna laugh when they hear me say that. I love Ratatouille, like, the Pixar movie. Remy from Ratatouille, is my spirit animal. I love him. Ratatouille is my vibe. So, a lot of my friends, call me Remy. It's just a joke. I just love to cook, so hopefully I could get some really cool things at the farmer's market. I really want to make my own salsa, and I know that is a difficult feat. You always think that it's gonna turn out really good. You always think that, you're like, yeah, I'll put this in, just like the restaurant, and then it ends up not being nothing like the restaurant. So hopefully I can make this work. I'm thinking that I'm gonna roast everything, and then, I'll get those sweet flavors from the roast and grill up some corn and throw it in a blender with a whole bunch of cilantro. I'm that kind of girl. I love cilantro. So yeah, I'm hoping I have a good day, a restart, a little refurbishment. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about, I ran some questions and polls on my personal Instagram, and I got some really cool results. So I thought, why not talk about those? Let's go over what I asked. Let's talk about some questions, and then I could share with you guys what I would choose and why. And if you want to head over, I put these questions and polls in my highlights on my personal Instagram, so they're still there. So if you want to, go ahead and still leave your answer, that is perfectly fine. Head on over there, let me know, and then maybe DM me. Let me know that you answered the question. Let me know you want me to talk about it. So, yeah. So I have those to talk about. We have some polls. We have some questions. And then I thought, why don't I talk about my stage makeup routine? I was a musical theater major. So, a lot of the products that people are talking about, I have used in my stage makeup, and I thought, why don't I talk about the products that I use for the stage? A good, healthy cake on makeup. If you know, you know. If you don't, get ready, because it is a wild ride. I use a lot of products that I wouldn't normally use because I know that they're going to hold up and I know they're going to get me through the show. So, I thought I would talk about my stage makeup routine. I thought I would talk about what I use for things like that. And then for the end, I'm going to talk to you guys about, my, how should I say, getting unready. I thought it would be neat to talk about, if I'm going to talk about caking on that makeup, that stage makeup, that heavy, heavy makeup. I'm also going to talk about how I get that off and how I take care of it and my skin, and one of my favorite products for removing makeup, especially a heavy set of makeup. So yeah, guys, let's get right into it. Shall we? Okay, so let's see. The first thing that I asked on my Instagram was, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm lying. The first thing I did was polls. Okay, so let's see. The polls. I did a this or that, and I did a couple of different products, and I did, would you rather this or would you rather that? And a lot of these really surprised me because my answer is not what a lot of people chose. So let's see. The first one that I have is this or that, mascara or a brow pencil. Now, my answer would have totally been brow pencil. I cannot go without my brow pencil. Guys, it's everything to me. I can't leave the house without eyebrows on. If I don't do my eyebrows, I feel like Rufus from Kim Possible, the Naked Mole Rat. If you know, you know. I can't not do my eyebrows. Now, I did mention to you guys that I do dye my eyebrows a majority of the time. I'm probably going to do that today. I'll just go through that really quick. It's not like anything major, but I use the Just for Men. It's supposed to be used for your beard. They highly recommend that you do not use it on your eyebrows. And that is because if you get this in your eyes, it's really, really, really bad. So, you have to be extremely careful, but I do super, super simple. I don't follow the directions on the box, actually. So what I do to get a little bit more color and, to kind of stain my skin a little bit, not too much, nothing crazy, but what I'll do, because I give you two little tubes. One is a color and one is a developer. So I'll take the color and I have a little eyebrow brush. Oh God, it's so old. I think it's like a really, really old Morphe brush. It's like totally worn. You can't even tell what it is anymore, but it's like a little angled brush. And I'll take the color and I'll brush through my eyebrows with the color. And I'll leave that on for like, oh God, I don't know, maybe like 5-10 minutes until I remember that I'm not done yet. And then I'll take the developer and the color and I'll mix it together. Now I use a lot more color than developer, probably half developer than what the amount of color is that I'm using. So I'll mix those together and then I'll apply that. And now it says to only leave it on for like, I think it's like 10 minutes. I leave mine on until I'm ready. I will leave that on. Gosh, I push the limit probably every time. But I'll leave it on and then I run downstairs when it's done. And what I'll do is I'll kind of tip my head in the sink upside down. So the water isn't running down my cheeks. It's running up my forehead into my hairline. So I kind of minimize getting that product in my eyes. And I'll take a little shampoo on my hands, on my three, my pointer finger, middle finger, index finger, and I'll, put some shampoo in there, rub it on my eyebrows, and, rinse it off. And voila, done. So if I'm dyeing my eyebrows, I use brow gel. That's all I'll use, but it's a brow product. I'm still, brows first. I can go with my brows, no mascara, no nothing. I gotta have brows on. I cannot leave the house without a brow on. Whether it's brow gel, brow pencil. My pencil varies. I talked about that in my What's in My Bag. I've got 2 different kinds of pencils. My favorite right now, what I've been using, I don't know, I like the natural feathery look. It's the ColourPop Brow Boss pencil. They have the other eyebrow pencil that I do like, but it's a little bit waxier than the Brow Boss. The Brow Boss just, makes it look effortless and feathery. And, when I do dye my eyebrows, I do have little spots that sometimes don't catch like I want them to. So I'll take a little bit of the brow pencil and I'll fill it in and then go in with the brow gel. So My answer for this or that, mascara or brow pencil, hands down, is brow pencil. Now, that is not the way that the cookie crumbled. It was a whopping win by mascara at 67%, brow pencil at 33%. Now, I have to say I do understand that. Some people have, beautiful brows regardless. So mascara is just their go-to. And honestly, I remember, before I ever started doing my eyebrows, mascara was my go-to. It opens your eyes up. It makes you look alive. A lot of people, when I first stopped wearing mascara as much as I do now, a lot of people go for that, hey, you okay? You look tired. Excuse me? We've all gotten that when we don't wear mascara. I'm sure everybody has gotten that response. So, I totally get it. I totally get why mascara would win. I haven't done it as much as I definitely used to. I curl my eyelashes. That's all I do. I just use a little eyelash curler. But mascara was the winner. Okay, next up, it's this or that, blush or bronzer. Now, this one was tight. Now, I totally get that blush is a trend right now. It's one of those things that, I don't know, I haven't really hopped on. I never really wore blush. The only time I wear blush is in my stage makeup routine. Honestly, I don't wear blush frequently. I always go for that bronzer. I will bronze up my whole face. And honestly, I have a little bit of redness naturally. So I don't really go heavy on the foundation, heavy on the bronzer, and then I kind of get that redness in my skin anyway, regardless. So I kind of just, go for the bronzer. I love that bronze goddess look. It's my favorite go-to look. It's just stunning. It's stunning. And I know I talked about that look in my highlighter episode, and it's my go-to look. It's effortless. You look stunning and glowy and bronzed and beautiful. So bronzer is my answer. That's my go-to. I love bronzer. I'm constantly trying out new ones, and new shades. So that was my answer. But again, oh my gosh, I didn't turn off my sound. I'm sorry, guys. It's just my pattern app letting me know that Mercury retrograde is over. Yeah, actually, you guys will be listening to this probably a little bit after I record this. So for you guys, Mercury retrograde will have been over a while ago, and you'll be like, Melissa, where are you? Yeah, so it's a little early. I know. I like to get ahead of the game. Sorry, guys. So, like I was saying, the answer to this or that, blush or bronzer, was blush by 56%, bronzer 44%. So it was tight. It was tight. And I could totally understand that because, some people have to have both. A lot of people, and I totally get that that's the trend right now. It really is. A lot of people are doing that really cute blush look where they'll put it over their nose. Oh, that's so cute. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should go for it. I only have one blush. It's a Tarte blush. That's what I use for my stage makeup. But, yeah. So, like I said, totally would have gone for bronzer. Blush was the winner. And it is a trend right now. So the next one, this or that. Now, this one's a toughie. This one's a toughie right now because lipstick is not really, having its moment right now. We're all wearing masks for Rona, my girl. So, if you're still wearing lipstick, kudos to you. 2 claps. Because, honestly, it's a tough time. So this one was this or that, lipstick or eyeliner. Now, me, personally, this is a hard one for me. I would probably go with lipstick because I like a simple eye look and then a really bold lip. Like I just said, I like that glowy, simple look. So if I would probably add, whether it's winter or summer, I would either add a plum kind of shade or a lighter berry shade. Those berry shades are really here for me for lipsticks. So I would probably go lipstick. I really like a simple look with a bold lip. That's my thing. But with Rona right now, no, you know what? I'd probably still pick lipstick because I don't wear a whole lot of eyeliner. If I'm wearing eyeliner, it's super, super simple. It's because I have kind of hooded eyes, so I don't really like to do super big wings or anything like that because you can't really see them, and then they kind of make my eyes look more closed than they actually are. So if I'm wearing eyeliner, it's super simple, probably like smudged in my lash line. And I like to wear cool colors, cause I have green eyes. So I like to make them pop, do a little pop action. So, typically I wear like a burgundy kind of eyeliner from ColourPop. Of course, sorry, it's just my ride or die brand, but I'll smudge that in my lash line and it just, kind of makes my eyes pop a little bit more than they normally would. But I don't do that a whole lot. It's not my go-to. Lipstick is definitely more my go-to. And the lipstick takes the cake. Lipstick wins. It's a 52% lipstick to 48% eyeliner. So another close one here on this one, but lipstick did win. So one of my choices won. So is this the last one? Okay, the last question, the last this or that is cream or powder. Now, if you know me, if you listen to my What's in My Bag, you know my answer. Powder all the way. I'm a powder girl. I've got oily skin. I feel like liquid products just kind of like slip right off my face when I start to get oily or even sweaty. So I go right for those powders. I have a full powder routine, except for stage makeup, which I will talk about. But I'm a powder girl. I like to do all powders, even like powder highlighter, which I talked about in my last episode. But, I'm a powder girl. I wish I could be a cream girl because there's a whole lot of really cool products. Like, I've always wanted to try those bronzer sticks and, oh my gosh, from Fenty, those highlighter sticks. I've really always wanted to try those kinds of products, but, nothing's stopping me, honestly. And I can't use having oily skin, as an excuse. Nothing is stopping me. I just don't like change. But that's okay, guys. So, so the winner of this poll is, drumroll, cream by 54% to powder by 46%. So it is close. It is a close call. And, it's kind of hard to say because in the winter, when your skin is a whole lot more dry, I know I try to use more liquids and creams. If not that, I'm moisturizing a whole lot more before I apply my powders. And then in the summer, you're a whole lot more sweaty, you're oily, it's hot, so you're wearing more powders. So, maybe this question varies by season. Let me know what you guys think, because I definitely think so. I know a whole lot of friends, that have normal skin, and they'll do creams in the winter because, the winter, your skin is dry, it's cracked, it's cold, so you're going in with as much moisture as you can, which, while I'm talking about that, I wanted to mention the ColourPop foundation. I may have already said this, but I'm going to say it again. The ColourPop foundation that I spoke about before, the hyaluronic foundation, oh, I'm so sad. I really wanted to get on there and give it a try for you guys. I was really excited about it. And I hopped on when it came out. I think it was the 9th. It's now the 15th when I'm recording. But it came out on the 9th and it was sold out before I could even get my hands on it. So sad. But that would be the perfect foundation to use in the winter because it's a moisturizing foundation. That's what that hyaluronic acid is for you. It's going to moisturize your skin while also being a foundation for you. So I would totally recommend some kind of routine like that for the winter. If you have normal skin, and in the winter it's dry, in the summer you're a little bit more oily. So, I would totally do that if I had normal skin. Use a cream in the winter, use more creams during that time, and then switch over to more powders in the summer. Totally makes sense. So let's go over those one more time from the beginning. So we had this or that, mascara or brow pencil. Mascara won by a whopping 67%. Brows, 33%. Y'all know I would have gone for the brows. It's okay. It's fine. I'll be all right. The next one is blush or bronzer. This was a close one. Blush, 56%. Bronzer, 44%. The next one was lipstick or eyeliner. Another close one. 52% on lipstick, 48% on eyeliner. I would have chosen lipstick. And then the last one, this or that. Cream versus powder. And this one was a tough one. So, I get why it's close. 54% cream, 46% powder. So, guys, stick around. I'm going to take a quick break. we talked about all of these questions. I've got one more question to go over with you guys. I asked everyone, what is one product that you cannot go without? So obviously I'm going to let you know what I can't go without, and then we're going to talk about what everybody else said. And like I said, these are on my personal Instagram. You can take a skip over if you want. They are in my highlights. Make sure that you let me know, what's one product you can't go without. Let me know your this or that's. Maybe we can do an updated one, because this is really fun. I do enjoy these. I really like to know what you guys prefer, and, I like to know what you guys think. So next we're going to talk about what's one product that you can't go without. And then, like I said, we're going to talk about my stage makeup routine. And then I'm going to talk to you guys. We're going to do a little get unready with me type deal. I'm going to talk to you guys about my favorite products for getting even the most makeup off your face. I'm going to give you basically my stage makeup routine, my getting ready and my getting unready. So stick around, guys. I'm going to take a super quick break, and then I'll be right back.
The GSMC Life and Happiness podcast takes you on a journey of exploration. We'll discuss tried and true methods alongside the latest trends of how to best live your life to its fullest and happiest. From psychology to meditation, science to self-help books, the GSMC Life and Happiness podcast will help you to discover what makes you happy and how you can live life being the best you possible. Download the GSMC Life and Happiness podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type GSMC in the search bar.
Party people. We're back. We're here. All right. So we talked about some cool polls and questions that I put up on my Instagram. I basically just did a whole bunch of this or that's with different products. We talked about the results. We talked about what I would have chosen. So I also talked, and now we're going to talk about my other question that I asked everybody, what's one product that you cannot go without? So we're going to talk about those results. I'm going to tell you my product that I couldn't go without, and everybody else's answers. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about my stage makeup routine, my getting ready, what I use, how I use it. And then lastly, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to get that cake face stage makeup off. What one product that I used that I absolutely love. Now, I only didn't repurchase this product because, well, actually, I'll save that for later. So let's hop into it. We're going to talk about everybody's answers to my what's one product that you couldn't live without. So let's see. Let's start. So the first two answers are mascara. Now, I get that. Like I said, I totally get that. I remember when there was a time in my life that mascara was something I could not go without. Like when I was in, not to say that these people are this way, but when I was in grade school, before I started doing my eyebrows, mascara was something that I could not go without. I remember me and my best childhood friend, Maria, we would slap on that mascara. We had, let me look it up so I could tell you. I specifically remember the packaging of this mascara. I think it was Maybelline. Maybe. I know at least it was in this it was like a turquoise, bottle, and it oh gosh, I cannot remember the name of this. I can remember exactly what it looks like, but I cannot remember the name of, maybe they don't make it anymore. I mean, for all I know, but, oh gosh, I have to find, but I remember we would slap this stuff on, and it was a really good product. It wasn't even just like what I used, I got it at Rite Aid. It was absolutely awesome. It wasn't the Great Lash, because I did use the Great Lash for a very long time, and I did really like it, but this is not the same. I have to find it. I'm on the Ulta website trying to find it. But we used to put this stuff on like it was nobody's business. Oh my gosh. And like Maria had beautiful eyelashes to begin with, but like people would always see her eyelashes and be like, oh my God, like, are you wearing fake eyelashes? People always thought she was wearing fake eyelashes with this stuff. And the wand was really big, but the good thing about the wand was that like it had like almost like an elbow to the wand. So like it would bend with like the motion of putting it on. So like it was so easy to coat every single lash. And oh my gosh, this is going to bother me so much. I have to find this. It was in like a turquoise like bottle and it had like a pink band around it. Oh my gosh, there it is. Volume Express, the Mega Plush Mascara by Maybelline. Mega Plush Volume Mascara. That is it. Guys, we loved this stuff. I swore by this stuff. I still really love it. You know what I mean? I have not used this in a minute, but it's only $8. It has 4.5 reviews or 4.5 stars. So I get it. There was a time in my life that mascara I could not go without. So first two answers are mascara. Second two answers are something that I could really go for. The third answer, I should say, is a brow brush, like a spoolie. Guys, I didn't even think about that. Like some people, if you've got like the eyebrows, like you're ready to go. You don't have to do them. You don't have to put a pencil through them. You don't have to do anything. All you need is to comb them through. I know one of my friends, she always used to, her eyebrows like curl up. It's very strange. And she would always ask me, she's like, Melissa, what can I do about my eyebrows? And she would hairspray them. She would hairspray them and then like comb them down with the brush. That was all she had to do. All she had to do. Man, what a life it is like to only have to brush through your eyebrows. Lucky, lucky people. So she says a brow brush, which, I feel like that's totally underrated. I have to spoolie through my eyebrows. Have to. You have to get them under control, And then the fourth answer is brow gel. Now, I went on a whole tirade about this, and I totally understand this because like I was just saying, if you have the eyebrows already, maybe you just need a little bit of brow gel, like how I dye them. All I need is some brow gel. Now, let's talk about brow gel for a minute because I totally used to use that Benefit Gimme Brow. That's just so expensive for a brow gel. And honestly, what scared me after the fact with the Benefit Brow Gel was that it did you guys hear that story about the girl that used it on her eyelashes? Ooh, that was scary. And I know they say that you should only use it on your eyebrows, but like, I don't know, the whole fiber thing just kind of freaks me out a little bit. Yeah, I used it for a little while. I did like it, but I gotta say, I like the ColourPop one better. No fibers. They have clear. They come in a couple different colors. I like to use the light brown. I like a little bit of color, so to each their own, but brow gel is the fourth answer. Now the fifth answer is funny. My fiance went on and he put an answer down. But I mean, it's important. His answer is Dawn soap. Now he's funny. We'll get like those foaming soaps from Bath and Body Works, and like I'll get whatever scents. I really like those aromatherapy ones. I like the stress relief one. It's like eucalyptus and tea, not the eucalyptus and spearmint. However, I do like that one too. But the eucalyptus and tea one I like better. But I'll get those soaps and we'll run out of them, and then he'll take the Dawn soap and put it in the same container, and he'll say that he's making his own hand soap. And he makes it with the Dawn soap. He loves Dawn soap. He uses it for everything. That truly is one product that he can't go without. So I thought that was funny. But the next one is a hair product from my friend. Oh God, she has the most beautiful curly hair I've ever seen in my entire life. It's absolutely stunning. She's absolutely stunning. And she says one product that she can't go without for hair care is Miss Jessie's Honey Curls Gel. Now, guys, I've had my run-in with Miss Jessie's. I like that brand. I truly, truly do. I think it was like the Pillow Curls. I have very fine hair and very, I don't have a lot of it. So I have a lot of trouble when it comes to curl gels and creams because they weigh down my hair or they make my curls crunchy, and I'm not here for either of those. But I do like Miss Jessie's. I used to use their Pillow Curls Gel when my hair was longer. And This is the Honey Curls Gel. So I can totally vouch for the brand. I love the brand. However, this product, not entirely sure of, but you know, if my friend is recommending it, if she's saying she can't go without it and she has the most beautiful curls in the world, I say it's worth a try. I do say it's worth a try. Now, the next one that I have is Too Faced Concealer. Not just any concealer, the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. Now, this is totally a hype product. I never tried it. I never tried the Born This Way collection. I haven't tried a whole lot of Too Faced products. I think the only Too Faced product that I've tried, let me think, was when Nikkie Tutorials came out with that collab with them, with the Power of Makeup palette. I bought that palette. I think that was like the only Too Faced thing. Oh, no. And I also had their mascara, the Better Than Sex mascara. I did use that for some time. I was on that boat for a while, but she says the Too Faced Concealer. Now, I know a lot of people really do like the Born This Way collection. There's a whole lot of hype over this. And, you know, I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's fantastic. You know what I mean? I just know that when, you know, I would wear heavy concealers like that, at least, you know, well, in my routine. There was one product that I used instead, which I will talk about. I had two products that I used instead of the Too Faced concealer, which I will talk about later. So, let's see. What are the next answers? Okay, so, I like screenshotted each like page of answers. So, the next one, I could totally vibe with brow pencil. Girl, I'm right there with you. I take a brow pencil almost everywhere I go. I have one in every single bag, just in case. You never know when you're going to need a brow pencil. Get that entirely. Now, this next answer is from one of my friends. I absolutely love her. I go to her for, I used to get lash lifts and tints. I'm actually getting eyelash extensions. I want to do like a couple episodes, or maybe just like one big episode on the eyelash extensions and lifts and tints and things like that. Cause I feel like there's a whole lot of information that people don't know, and it's a really intimidating process. So I feel like that could be a really cool episode. But my friend here, she works at a salon. She does eyelash extensions. She does eyelash lifts and tints, which I used to do forever. And I would recommend to anyone. But if you are the kind of girl you need a little bit more than just your normal lashes, go right for the eyelash extensions. I am getting those done in August, so very soon. I'm very excited. So, and she also does, what are they called? Eyebrow laminations. That is the coolest thing ever. It's like perming your eyebrows, but like making them like stick straight up. I mean, not like straight up in the air, but you know what I mean? Like that feathery, effortless look. Whoa. Guys, that was the coolest thing ever. So she left me a comment on here and she said, honestly, concealer, lifesaver even on no makeup days for spot coverage. Now, I feel the same way necessarily, but I just go right for my powder foundation because it's already a natural look on my no makeup days, but I know that's not for everyone. A lot of people will go right for that concealer for those spot treatments. So I get that. I do. Now the next one's a cheater. It's a cheater. She put 2 products. That's not fair. I said only one. I'm just kidding. She said concealer and mascara. Seems like those are the winners here. Concealer and mascara. Now the next one is super interesting. Super interesting. She says the Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Dawn. Guys, I've always wanted to use this product. It's kind of like a cream to powder thing. And they're, you know, you could use them. I think you could use them for eyeshadow and blush, but, they're super gorgeous. Like if you have like a more cream based routine, this is totally for you. And that's why I haven't tried them out yet. It's a little intimidating for me because, you know, I get nervous with cream products, but that's such an interesting, and I have had a couple run-ins with Glossier. I do like a bunch of their products. I talked about their lip balms. I love that stuff. Oh my God, it's a miracle worker. What else? Oh, I also got a toner from Glossier that I did not repurchase. That would be another really cool episode topic. I could talk about things that I've tried that I haven't repurchased. Yeah, let's totally save that conversation for another episode. But the Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Dawn. Man, maybe I should try it out. Maybe I should just get over myself. Probably. So, let's see. And, oh gosh, guys, this is such an important answer. My friend says, moisturizer. Moisturizer. Guys, you would not believe the difference that moisturizer makes before you put on your makeup. Seriously, if you give yourself a quick little, like, moment of skincare before you put on your makeup, you don't even need primer. You don't even have to go for the primer because you've primed your skin. You know what I mean? And, oh gosh, guys, moisturizer is so important. Your skincare is so important, and it could lead to a perfect makeup application if you take care of your skin properly before you apply your makeup. And I know that's not possible all the time. I know for me, like, sometimes I skip that step, and I notice it. I really do. I could really see the difference between when I do my skincare before my makeup or when I don't. So I totally get moisturizer. That is a great answer. Okay, so I think this is the last page of answers. Let me check. Yeah, so this is the last page of answers. The first one on here is so interesting. So interesting. Glitter. Guys, I wish I was that kind of girl. Really, I do. Well, I hate that I'm saying that because I could be. Like, I saw this TikTok the other day where this girl was saying, you know, that whole I wish I could pull that off thing needs to end, because if you put it on, you're pulling it off. All you have to do is put it on and do it. And you're doing it. And you're pulling it off. And you're that kind of girl. So I gotta stop saying that. I gotta get out of that. I get stuck in my comfort zone, you know? And I'm sure everybody gets stuck in their comfort zone. But sometimes we gotta hop on out and try something new. So you know who you are, glitter. You're inspiring me. Maybe I should start using more glitter in my routine. Now, the next answer, she asks if she could break the rules. So I guess I'll let this slide. But she says concealer and mascara too. Guys, we're going to have to count up at the end and see what the winners are, because I really think it's going to be concealer and mascara. So the next answer, she says concealer with these bags. I get that. Sometimes when I wake up for work in the morning and I'm like, whew, I gotta just put on a little bit of concealer. Now, I use that Benefit. What am I saying? I use the Bare Minerals powder concealer that I really like. It's really brightening. You know, it makes you look like you're ready to go. You're awake. You didn't have a rough night. So I totally get concealer. If you're tired, especially if you're a nurse these days, guys, thank you to all the nurses. Really. Really. What would we do without you? Now, the next answer is from one of my friends from work. Now, she went on a brow journey with me. I used to, be rough with my brows. It was quite the journey. I used to use that NYX brow gel, and it was not the right color. And I would just plaster that stuff on. It looked like Sharpie brows. Oh, God. Oh, somebody should have saved me then. Somebody should have pulled me aside and said, Melissa, what are you doing? But we all have to go through it. So she was there for me through all of my, my brow journey. And she says she has beautiful eyebrows. Oh, gosh, she has beautiful. And she's just so stunning. She's so stunning. You know who you are. Brows, sis. You know me. I do know you. And you know me. And we're out here on that brow journey together. And it just gets better and better. And the last 2 answers, people. I bet you could guess. Mascara. All right, let's count these up. So we have 1, 2, 3 mascara, 4 5, 6 mascaras. Now let's count up the concealers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 mascara, 5 concealer, and the rest are varied. We've got some brows. We've got that Glossier Cloud Paint and Dawn. We've got glitter. So these answers are really interesting. Now let's see. What's one product that I could not go without? Honestly, I think I'd have to say my Kiehl's Midnight Recovery, my Kiehl's Midnight Recovery oil, guys. I know I talked about that forever, but I can't talk about it enough. That stuff saved my life and continues to be a game changer for my skin. So I think that's the one product that I couldn't go without. honestly. Even though I love my brows and I cannot live without my brows, you know, I love that Kiehl's Midnight Recovery. Oh God. All right, guys. So I'm going to take another super quick break. And when I come back, I'm going to talk to you guys about my stage makeup routine and my getting unready stage makeup routine. So stick around, guys. I'll be right back.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Alright, guys. Hello. Alright, so we are back. We talked about some polls that I put on my personal Instagram. They're still there in my highlights, so if you want to go and answer those questions, don't feel left out. You can still head on over and you could still let me know, what's one product you can't go without, whatever. So, that's what we talked about. Now, we're going to talk about my stage makeup routine, the absolute cake face, how I get it all to stay, what I use, what I do, and lastly, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I get it all off, my miracle product, what I use to get all of that craziness off my face. So, here's the thing. With stage makeup, there is a base. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the basic stage makeup, and then the last show that I was in was, let me think, pretty sure it was Cabaret. Well, the last show that I had cool makeup that I was able to, so I will give you my basic stage makeup, I'll tell you what I use, what I do, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about what I did for Cabaret, so, what I used for my cool eye makeup, and, such and such, whatever, and then, like I said, I'll talk to you guys about how I get it all off. So, let's get started. So, the first thing that I always do is my skincare. My skincare is so important. So, I start by, my typical regular skincare, and I make sure I'm moisturizing extra. So, I had this moisturizer. I don't have it anymore. I only used it for stage makeup, and things like that, which is totally fine. I still enjoyed it. But it was from First Aid Beauty. It was just a regular moisturizer. It was just easy to take on the go, so that's what I used, and I would let that all sink in. And then, what I would do is I would take the MAC Fix Plus spray, and I would drench myself in that stuff, right? That was my go-to thing. And then, recently, what I did with, Cabaret was I used the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Filter Finish Protective Primer. Now, I know I told you guys that I don't really use primers, and I really don't, but for the stage, I do, and I don't know if it's a thing that's in my head, or if it's something that I really thought made a difference, but I got this little sample of it, and I used it, and I really enjoyed it. It's a really cool product. It's like a little compact with a balm type deal. That's how I would describe it. Sorry, I'm looking at it right now. The packaging of this little sample is super cute, by the way. But let's see. It says it's for all skin types. Invisible layers of silk instantly filter away imperfections and impurities for alluring skin all day and over time. So, I mean, I can't tell you that I really thought this made a difference. I don't know if it was this or if it was just the way that I, applied my makeup. So, the base is always the same. So, like I said, do my skincare, moisturize, use a little bit of primer, and drench myself in that Fix Plus. Drench in the Fix Plus. And then I go in with my liquid foundation. So I use the same liquid foundation that I said in my What's in My Bag. It's the ColourPop, no filter foundation. I'll put that on. And I will not use a beauty blender. Recently I got rid of my beauty blender. I don't know. I don't really use it that often. So I thought, I'll get rid of it. But for stage makeup, I definitely did not. I would use a kabuki brush. And I'd take my liquid foundation on that kabuki brush and I would go to town, right? And you're trying to get, as much layering as you can to get as much coverage as you can. Now, before that would dry, I would go in with my RCMA powder. Now, it's like a white powder. I would, take a powder brush. It wasn't like I would bake. I wouldn't bake my whole face, but I would go in and I would set that. Not my eye area though, because don't forget we gotta go in with concealer. So, like I said, start with the No Filter ColourPop foundation after the priming, and then I set that immediately while it's still wet, and then I go in with my concealer. I also use, there were a couple different concealers that I rotated with, but my favorite one to use for the stage is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Now, this stuff is the real deal. This stuff is insane. I would use this to cover tattoos, too. This stuff is heavy and full coverage. So, you need the tiniest bit. So, maybe oh gosh, I don't even know. I feel like I've used this, description before, but the piece of pollen that Horton carries around in Horton Hears a Who, that small, super small, and you'll put it in your under eyes, and you have to set it. At least I have to set it. I know there's people that don't, but especially for the stage, you have to set it. So again, I would set it but I would bake with my under eyes with the RCMA powder. So, if I wasn't using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, I was using the Tarte Shape Tape. Now, I've kind of, stepped back from the Tarte Shape Tape, especially because I love the ColourPop concealer so much more, and for every day, too. Because the problem is with a lot of my stage makeup, well, the way that it was, I wasn't using that every day, so it was only for the stage, and I was spending, massive amounts of money on just my stage makeup. So I was like, if I could find a way to make my regular products work, why not? So I went between the It Cosmetics and the Tarte Shape Tape until ColourPop came out with their No Filter concealer, and then that was my ride or die, my go-to. And I use it the same way. Go in with my concealer, I blend it with a brush. Now, I blend it with a smaller brush. I'm not using the big kabuki brush for my under eyes. You gotta be gentle with those under eyes. So I'll go in with a smaller, dense brush and blend that out and then go in and bake. Now, at this point, too, I will bake the areas of my face, like my T-zone, the areas that get a little bit oily, and I'll let that bake and I'll let that go. And while I am baking, I'm doing my eyebrows and my eyes. So, for the stage, I am using the same products, the same brow pencil, but a different brow gel. Let me look this up for you guys so I'm positive that I'm telling you the right thing. So I still use my ColourPop brow pencil, and I think I use it in a darker color than normally. Probably just the shade under. I don't know for sure. I don't have my stage makeup in front of me. I left it all at school, and haven't been able to get back there with the world the way that it is right now. So I'll go in with my brow pencil, and I use a different brow gel. Now, this brow gel is like glue. Oh, it is insanity. So let me look this up for you really quick. Now it is a benefit product. And oh, you know what? Actually, I think it might be right in front of me. Let me look really quick. It might be in my little bag here of all of my things. Maybe. Maybe not. No. Oh, goodness. But it was the benefit. It wasn't the brow fiber one. It was... Oh, goodness. Oh, okay, guys. Here it is. So I found it on Ulta. It is the Benefit Cosmetics 24-Hour Brow Setter Shaping and Setting Gel. So, like I said, I would do my brows like normal, and then I would use this gel instead of my ColourPop gel. Now, this stuff is insanity. Insanity. It's, like, crazy good. Now, it says it only comes in clear, but I could have sworn I got it in a color. But it really is a 24-hour brow setting gel. Like, this stuff, it's like shellac. It's like, whoa. They're not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. And it's, like, hard. It's not going to give you a feathery look. It is going to shellac them to your face. It is insane. So, that was a brow gel I would use with my regular, ColourPop pencil. And I used it in a shade darker than I normally would. You gotta do that kind of stuff with stage makeup. And then for my eyes, now, the basic eyes, I would go in. Here, I have my Z palette here. This was like my stage makeup thing. And for my regular, eyes, I used to have the, let me see if it's on the back here. Yeah, here it is. I used to have the Anastasia Contour Kit. The powder one. So I have the color here in Fawn. Now, for my regular eyes, I would go in with Fawn and I would just build that up in my crease. And, for a regular thing, that was enough. And then I'd take some black eyeshadow. Now, I felt like the black eyeshadow would do a little bit of a better job than black eyeliner. Sometimes I would do both. Sometimes I'd take the black cream eyeliner and put it on and then, pat the eyeshadow on over it to kind of set the eyeliner. That kind of worked too. But, yeah, that's like the basic eye look. And then tons of mascara and fake lashes. So the fake lashes that I use, I have them right here in my little stage makeup bag, are the Ardell Demi Wispies in black. I love these. I always have to cut them. They're always a little too long. But I would go in with these and I use where's the glue? No, it's in here. The Duo Eyelash Adhesive in the dark tone. Now, this is my go-to set for regular stuff. So, yeah. So then I'd, let that go. That would be done. Eyes done. Eyebrows done while I'm still baking. And then I'd brush off that bake and go in with my contour. So I would use this same contour from the Anastasia kit in Fawn. And I would put that right, so I kind of would tilt my head to the side and put that right up by my ear. That would go, and be the innermost part of the contour so that I could have a little bit more of a chiseled look. And then I would just go in with my bronzer and buff it out and, it would be a little bit more, chiseled than a normal just going in with the bronzer. And, that was what I did for my bronzer. And I used, what's this one here? It's another ColourPop one. I don't think the shades are on oh, they are. Okay. Oh, so the one that I use is the ColourPop in Private Party. That's the bronzer that I use for stage makeup. And then my blush, where are you? My blush, oh, here it is the Tarte blush in Party with 3 A's. P-A-A-A-R-T-Y. Party. It's the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. And this is a really nice shade. It's like a cute little light pink. Nothing crazy. But that's my basic stage makeup look. That was just, the basic stuff for a straight play, for whatever. But for cabaret, guys, I went all out. Now, I talked about what I did for the highlighter in my highlighter episode, so I'll quickly go over that again. Nothing too crazy. I went in with the MAC Soft Frost Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and that was, the most of the highlight. And then I took the ColourPop Loose Pigment in the Crab, and I would put that on the highest point of my cheeks. That stuff is so cool. Xenon can see me from space. And then what I would do with my eyeshadow, which I thought was super cool, I have these 2 shades here from ColourPop. Let me see. These are the Super Shock Shadows. I can't find the other one. Is this like ASMR? Is that what this is like? So, where are you? Oh, okay, I took it out already. So, I have a basic black ColourPop oh god, guys. I have a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow here. It was just a matte black in the color Roulette. Now, I would take this and basically put it over my entire eyelid. And then I would take that same loose pigment that I was just talking about, the loose pigment in the crab, and I would take my MAC Fix Plus on a little tiny shadow brush and I would spray it, and then I'd put it on the very middle of my eye. Now, when I tell you that I put this Roulette shade all over my entire eye, I mean like all the way up to my eyebrow. And I put, I put the loose pigment right in the center, all the way up to my eyebrow. And then I took this other Super Shock shadow. It was an ultra metallic shade in Issa? I don't know. But like this stuff is like reflective purple, green, and blue, but very dark. Like the base is black, but it's reflective like purple, blue, and greenish. And I would put that on the inner corners and like really, really go at it. Like that was like, down in my under eye. Like that stuff was, craziness. And then I also had this other shade that I would put up by, my brow bone. What is this called? This is just a pressed powder shadow from ColourPop in Earthshine. It's a really pretty pink, but it's reflective blue. So I had a whole lot of going on with like reflective colors. And then to buff out the outer corner, I have another ColourPop pressed powder in Night Dream. And this is another one. It's black, but it's reflective pink and blue. So that was a lot. So let's just go over it one more time. So I would start with the ColourPop Roulette Matte Black, and I would put that all over my eyelid up to my eyebrow. Take the loose pigment in the crab with a wet brush with MAC Fix Plus, and put that in the center, the very center, because it's the brightest shade out of all of these. And then in the inner corner, I would take the Super Shock Shadow Ultra Metallic in Issa, that's the reflective, a whole lot of reflective stuff going on. And then the other 2 pressed powders, the one in Earthshine and the other one in Night Dream. That was the coolest makeup look I think I've ever done. It was so much fun to just like go in on it. It was awesome. And then the last thing I did for my blush, I used this peach pressed powder shade from ColourPop called Slim Fit. This stuff is like bright pink. And I used it as my blush. Oh my gosh, it was so insane. It was so cool. And oh gosh, I missed that show. That show was a lot of fun. And let me tell you, my makeup stayed on like crazy. This stuff did not slip up. Now that I've gone over the entire face, and I've given you the basics, and I've given you the extra cabaret style stuff, I'm going to take my last break, and then we're going to come back and we are going to talk about how I get all this off, what I use to get all this off, because there's a lot going on here. And let me tell you, it was tough, putting all this on, and then, we run the show. Usually around like 8 o'clock, if it's tech week, we'll run the show, and then we got to sit down for notes. And I would sit there for notes, and I'd be taking off all my makeup. I would be, I'd have all of my stuff laid out in front of me, and I'd be taking off my makeup while we were getting notes. So, I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I think this is really fun. I hope you guys think, this is a fun topic too. I feel like stage makeup could be very versatile, because it is very full coverage and you want to make it stay. You want to cake that stuff on. So, like I said, I'm going to take my last break, and then I'm going to come back and tell you guys about how I get all this stuff off.
Do you want to be healthier, yet you just don't know what to do? All these shows telling you this and that, but nothing seems to work. Well, listen close. Golden State Media Concepts has got something great for you. The Health and Wellness Podcast dedicated to workout trends, healthy eating habits, diet, and everything about healthy living. Join us in our banters as we help you not just live life to the fullest, but live it to the healthiest.
Guys, so we're back and we are going to finish up today. I talked to you guys about some polls that I did on my personal Instagram. They're still in the highlights, so head on over there if you want to answer those questions for yourself. So we talked about those. I talked about, what I thought about them. And then we talked about my stage makeup routine. I thought that was a lot of fun. I thought it would be really cool to share with you guys. And then lastly, I'm going to talk to you guys about that was a lot of stuff that we put on. It's a whole lot of makeup, and, you have to take care of your skin properly when you're wearing a whole lot of makeup like that, especially a whole lot of glitter, because you got to be careful. You don't want to get that stuff in your eye. You really have to be gentle and careful with your skin. So I'm going to talk to you guys about what I would do to get all this stuff off. So first and foremost, what I would do, I've used a whole lot of products like this before, like melt-offs and things like that, but there was only ever one that really stuck out to me, but let me talk about the ones that I have used here. I used to get this one, I got this one in a Birchbox type deal, that was really cool, and I kind of liked that one, but it did make me break out. That's the problem with a lot of these things. They break me out very often, and the one that I am going to talk to you about, my Ride or Die one that did not break me out, it's a little expensive, but I always feel like the products that I'm talking to you about that are expensive are worth it. So the first one that I'm going to talk to you about, the first balm that I tried, I got it as a sample. I did not purchase this one. It broke me out. I wasn't crazy about it. A lot of people love this one. The Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. So basically, you need something that's going to melt off all of that makeup, all of that product. And listen, this stuff does the job, but the balms, I feel, break me out. I cannot do the balms. There's a whole lot of stuff in there that just isn't good for my skin personally. But a lot of people really seem to love this. Maybe I have to give it another try. It was so long ago that I used this. But a lot of people really love this, and it's a really good price. It's only $30, and this stuff is, almost 4 ounces. So that was one that I had tried that I did enjoy, but the one that I'm going to talk about, my favorite one, because you have to use almost like a heavy-duty something to get all that off, right? And this is the easiest way to do it, instead of taking like makeup wipe after makeup wipe after makeup wipe. Like I would see people scrubbing their face with makeup wipes, and it's like, oh my goodness, like hold on, take care of your skin. Now makeup wipes, they're fine, because after the fact. You can't just go right in with a makeup wipe. It's a lot more difficult that way. So the stuff that I'm going to tell you about is the Midnight Recovery Botanical Cleansing Oil. Guys, again, from Kiehl's. This line is fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. And this is super light, and it's only $32. It's like the same amount as the Clinique one, but you're getting a little bit more product. The size is a 6-ounce bottle. It comes with a really nice pump. You can close and open the pump, and this stuff just makes getting off your makeup so easy, and it's lightweight. Now let's read what it says. It says, are aromatic, because it's the same scent as the the facial oil. It's lavender. It's very fresh. It makes you feel clean. And, oh, I love this stuff. It's just a really great step to getting away all of that makeup. So it says, lightweight cleansing oil melts away dirt, makeup, and impurities. This gentle yet effective formula transforms into a cleansing milk when it emulsifies with water. Formulated with a blend of botanical oils, this makeup-removing oil cleanser removes impurities without overdrying the skin. Melt away with our indulgent nighttime cleansing oil. It says it effectively dissolves dirt, oil, and even hard-to-remove makeup. So we caked this stuff on, right? We really went for it. We did everything to make it stay. And now that it's done its job and it's stayed, now we got to take it off. And a lot of common mistakes that people make is that they just go right in and they're rubbing and scrubbing. That's going to cause wrinkles. That's going to cause wrinkles on your beautiful, beautiful skin. You got to take care of it. So the thing with products like this is that it's just going to melt away that makeup, on top of the fact that it's a lot of fun. So like, first of all, where I start is I'll pump a little bit in the palm of my hand and warm up the oil in my hands and go right in first with my face. So I'll go in with my face and my lipstick. I get a little nervous. I like to do my eyes and my skin separately with this because, well, especially when I have glitter on. Like, if we're doing my cabaret makeup, I do my eyes separately than my face. I'll take a separate step so that I'm not getting glitter all over my face and possible other products in my eyes, because not all products are meant for the eye area. Whether or not we use them, that's up to you, but not all products are meant for the eye area, so we have to be very careful. So I'll do it in 2 steps if I've got heavy eye makeup on. If not, I'm just putting it all together and rubbing it all over my face and getting all of that off and melting all of it away. So, like they say, it turns into like a milk kind of texture. You know, that's a very strange way to describe it. I don't really know how to describe it. It's very weird. But when it gets with the water, it's not like you're trying to like get an oil off your face, because I'm sure you're like, Melissa, how am I supposed to get the oil off my face then? It's not like, you know, it's a heavy oil that you're trying to get off your face. It's super easy to remove. So what I would do is I would, you know, once I got downstairs after the show, back to my dressing room, I would get changed, and then I would take this stuff and start right away. And I would have some kind of, usually I would just like take a, you know, bar of Dove soap or something. Some kind of soap, some kind of something, so that I could get all of this out, and then go in with my makeup wipe. And I think I told you guys about the makeup wipes that I use. If not, let me get on that really quick, because I really do like these. They are specifically for makeup, and newsflash, they are not the Neutrogena ones. They are not. I know, unpopular opinion. The Neutrogena ones, see, I don't really have sensitive eyes, so this is very strange for me to say, but the Neutrogena ones would, like, really hurt my eyes. It was awful. Like, if any of my friends are listening to this that did shows with me, like, if I got the makeup wipes in my eyes, anywhere near my eyes, like, I could, like, oh, it was so painful. Like, I could not even open my eyes. It was so painful. Even the night calming ones, like, I tried all different kinds of them. Oh God, it was so bad. It was so terrible. And, so when I was in the market for new makeup wipes, the one that I got instead are the Formula 1006 Wipe Your Face Off Makeup Removing Facial Wipes. I love these. First of all, the price is fantastic. They're $6.50 and you get 25 wipes. And the packaging is really awesome. It's like the plastic packaging, but it has the little opening so that, you know, it's not like a sticker and you're just hoping that it's gonna stick and like they, you know, it won't stick and they dry out, you know. And this brand is also always doing sales. Right now, everything is buy one, get one 40% off. So, you know, I love these makeup wipes. They're very gentle. These never made my eyes hurt. Now, because that's the thing. If you're wearing eye makeup, you gotta get up in your eyes, you know? And even with that Kiehl's oil, it doesn't irritate the eyes. I'm not saying, like, you know, go ahead and squirt it right in your eyes, but like, it doesn't irritate your eyes as much as other products would for me. And I don't have sensitive eyes, so that's very strange for me. But if you do have sensitive eyes, here you go. Here you go. So these makeup wipes were super awesome. The Wipe Your Face Off Makeup Removing Facial Wipes, $6.50. You get 25, and these work really well. really well. And they always stay relatively, I hate to say moist, but, that's what they are. So, I would recommend these over the Neutrogena wipes any day. Any day. So, I would take the balm, do a little bit of soap, whether it was just like, Dove soap or whatever I had, cause I used to get a whole lot of samples with the Birchbox, so it would just be whatever I had, which is totally fine, and then I'd take the makeup wipe and go in with the makeup wipe, and that was it. But then when I got home, cause I was a commuter, so, when I got home, then I would go in with my skincare. Then I would really go in with my toners, make sure I got all of that out. And if I was showering that night, sometimes I'll shower in the morning. So if I'm going to shower in the morning, I'm going to do my skincare that night, and I'm going to make sure I get all of that makeup off with my toners, with everything. If I'm showering, I'm going right in with my regular face routine with my, Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer, or Ultra Facial Cleanser. What am I saying? And then, my exfoliator, whether it be the, Formula 1006. That one, I really do recommend that one. I think I talked about that one in my What's in My Bag. The One Deep Attraction. That one's awesome. That one's so nice. But, you have to be careful with, caking on that face makeup. You have to make sure that, you're taking care of your skin. But let me go back and talk about that Kiehl's product, because this stuff is awesome. And if you're going to get one Kiehl's product that I'm talking about, I think this one is it. Especially if you really enjoy these kinds of oil cleansers. Because not only are they great for getting all of your makeup off, if you work outside all day, or, whatever, you like oil cleansers. This stuff is just really great for getting all of your impurities out of there. Knock them out of the park. And it's just, oh God, this stuff is just you feel so bougie and important when you use this stuff. It's just so calming and luxurious. I love this stuff. But the price for this is hardly comparable to the price that I talked about for the oil. And this is a cleansing oil, so maybe you'll feel like you get a little bit more out of this product than the facial oil that I rave about all the time. Because this one's only, like I said, $32. If I had to choose between this and the Clinique, I would get this hands down. You're getting more product for about the same price. And this stuff is just so calming and cleansing. Let's talk about some ingredients, because I know that's super important for some people, because I have to check the ingredients every time I'm going to try a new skincare product. Because if it has something in there that's going to, it's not going to help me out. Because I know there's things that don't work for me. So, the first ingredient is Lavender Essential Oil. It says steam distilled from lavender. It's in the mint family. Lavender Essential Oil is known for its soothing and calming properties. So, if you have sensitive skin, this is going to soothe your skin. It's going to comfort your skin. You're not going to feel like, if you're just using makeup wipes, you're going to strip away all of that oil, and all of your sensitivity is going to come to the party. And we all know that that's no fun. So this is going to calm and soothe your skin with that aroma. Oh, I love lavender oil. It's so nice. It's made, I know that aromatherapy is somewhat a strange topic for some people, but I really do believe that it could have some really cool properties, and I really do think that a lot of that stuff could be in your head, and if you have the right mindset, it's going to work for you. I feel like that goes for a lot of things. Now, that might be controversial, but that's just what I think. So, that's just my opinion. It doesn't have to be your opinion. But, like I said, the lavender oil really calms you. I know, I have a diffuser right by my bed. I'm always diffusing lavender before I go to bed. I love lavender. It's such a clean scent. And it makes me feel so calm, So, lavender oil. And then, guys, this is a lifesaver. Evening primrose oil. If you have any kind of problem with your skin, this is something you need to try, because it's just one of those products that's like a skin lifesaver. It's good for everything. So, This says evening primrose oil is extracted from the ripe seeds of the evening primrose. It says frequently used in herbal remedies, evening primrose oil is known to help maintain skin hydration and elasticity. So not only are you removing all of your makeup, but you're also using products that are going to help and soothe and treat your skin. So like with a makeup wipe, you're not getting that benefit. You're just kind of, wiping away all that makeup. Whereas with something like this, you're getting something that's treating your skin, taking care of your skin, calming and soothing your sensitive skin. It's a win-win, truly. And then the last one, it says Squalene. I think that's how you say it. This says it's a signature Kiehl's ingredient. Squalene is a highly refined botanical lipid derived from olives with an exceptional affinity to skin. It absorbs easily and is known to help replenish skin's barrier, keeping it soft, supple, and moisturized. So again, you're fighting all of these, these battles with your skin with this one product. You are taking care of your skin, you're soothing your skin, you are cleansing your skin, you're melting off all of those impurities and makeup while also treating your skin. I love this product. Cannot get enough of it. So I'm just going to go through I just want to look at the full list here and see if there's anything on here that I know is not a winner for some people. Honestly, it's not looking like it. It's looking like, a lot of really good stuff packed in this one product. So I can't recommend this enough, guys. Really, I can't. And like I said, if you want to try something else, if you don't like the oils, if you like the balms more, there's that Clinique one that I talked about. That one's $30. And, maybe you get less product in that because you don't need as much. Because with a balm, it's kind of concentrated. Maybe. I don't know. That's just, what I'm thinking. Oh, okay, no, this is really cool. It says how to use it with waterproof and long wear makeup. I never read this. It says to use a cotton pad. Whoa, wait a minute now. So typically it just says to wet your hands or dry hands, doesn't matter, and use however many pumps you need, massage the oil cleanser into skin, including the eye area, add water and massage skin to emulsify, rinse with lukewarm water and pat dry with a soft towel. Now it says with long wear and waterproof makeup to dispense 2 pumps onto a cotton pad and press onto the area for 10 seconds and then gently wipe outwards. So with your eye makeup, if you, like I was saying how I used to do it in 2 steps, I would do my skin and do the whole thing and then do my eyes and do, the whole thing separately. Whereas instead you can just take a cotton pad and rest them on your eyes. I've seen people do that, but I never really thought it worked. But they're telling you to do it that way. So that's really neat. So I mean, if you have a whole lot of glitter on your eyes, that's the perfect way to do it because then you're not going to get any glitter in your eyes because that's a scary time. You don't want to get glitter in your eyes. So guys, here we are, at the end of the episode. This was a really nice time. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I definitely enjoyed this one. I really like, talking to you guys about my favorite products and my routines while also sharing some of my friends, favorite products and routines and what they can't live without. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this week's episode talking about, what my friends love, what I love, always a good time here, guys. So thank you for listening to the GSMC Beauty Tips podcast brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. Thanks, guys. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Let us know, what you think. Leave us a comment. Leave us a, review. That's so super helpful. If you can just, leave a review. I had a couple of friends reach out to me and they would say, hey, Melissa, I listened, but I'm not really your target audience. Should I still leave a review? Yes, leave a review. I don't care if you're not my target audience. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know how, you're feeling about it. Leave any kind of review, But, you can leave it on Apple Podcast. That's super simple. Their little app. But, please leave a review. It's super helpful. And we really, we really want to hear what you guys think. So subscribe to the show too. Make sure that you subscribe so that you know when it's posted. And, yeah, guys, thanks and have a good night.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast, part of the GSMC Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type in GSMC to find all of our shows from the GSMC Podcast Network, from health and wellness to entertainment and life and happiness to sex and relationships. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's episode of the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast.